what is more important to you? Is it more important for you for people to care and respect what you think, or to care about how you feel? What you think, or how you feel? Show of hands question. Show of hands, people, it's more important than what you think. Wow. Okay. I guess the rest of your hands would be feel, is that right? A lot of people care about how they feel. Okay. All right. That's good to know. Care how you feel, you care about you. All right, here's another question for you, the second question. When you start your day, when you wake up, you're thinking, if I do good, I'm going to feel good. Or when you wake up, you think, wow, if I feel good, I'm going to do good. People who start with do good to feel good. And people who feel good and then do good. Very interesting. Okay. All right. Probably wondering what that's all leading to. Me too. Well, I've asked Chanel to help us, and Chanel agreed to it. So let's give her a big round of applause. Come on. Told her to save the chair. I'm sure you. Please have a seat. Relax. Yeah, wobbles a little. Chanel. I was kind of preoccupied. There was a lot of people in the room. What did you choose? Did you want to be respected for what you think? Or would you prefer people to care about how you feel?
What I think.
What do you think? Good. She cares about what she thinks. Now, there are 3 relationships that me and Chanel, or any of you, could have with people. One being, we could be business partners. 2, we could be friends. And lastly, if things worked out right, we could be romantic partners. Now, how am I going to tell? And what will I do to see which relationship it's going to be? Well, it turns out, I now know that she really is concerned about what she thinks. And that's good, because I know if I ask her what she thinks, it'll feel good to you. If I ask you what you think about what work is and everything you do in your life, you'll feel I really respect you, and that would feel good to you, correct? Mm-hmm. Okay? Now, if I'm the same way, and I want her to respect what I think, well, we would be very good business partners. Because we could talk about business and what we could do in the world, and we would make great business partners. However, it might not work for us so well romantically. But business partners were good. So let's say she actually cares about how she feels more. And let's say I care about how I feel too. Well, again, here we are in a situation where we both have the same kind of thing. So we would become excellent friends. Because I would ask her how she feels, what do you feel like doing? And she would come back and say, hey, James, what do you feel like doing? And we would be good friends. But me, I want to be more than friends. I have 2 choices. 1, I could be the person who cares about how I feel and look up to how she thinks, and then we would get along because there would be some kind of polarity between us. I would care and think about what she thinks. She would care about how I feel. It would be great. It would be wonderful. But unfortunately, I'm the person who really cares about what I think too. So we have a problem. So we're not compatible. It's kind of sad, but it's good to know. But my point to you is, if I was a real feeling person, me and you would get along. So it's good to know who you are, because then you just find someone who's your complement, and you get along with them, and you could have a great relationship. Thank you. So now let's give Chanel a big round. Now, I'm kind of disappointed right now. I was kind of hoping it would work out between me and Chanel. But it didn't. But it turns out, the good news is I'm already married. Ooh. For pressure is off.
Yeah.
But it was close there for a second. And how many people are already in a relationship? Anybody in a relationship? Okay. And here's interesting. I've been married for 4.5 years now. And my wife, she's a very nice person. I really like her. But the problem with marriage is it's somewhat of a business. And if you have some kids, you're really in business. And they don't call it a contract, they call it a marriage contract. Don't they? A marriage contract. So you're already starting in business, and we got a house, so that put us more in business. And you know, it's a business. And also, over time, if you've been with someone for quite a while, they become your friends. And it's a nice thing, and it's a warm thing, and it feels pretty good to have a friend. However, over time, can dull the chemistry between the two of us. And we could become, dare I say it, yes I will, sexless friends. Or business partners. And this actually happened to me. I'll be candid with you, because I don't know why I'm doing this, but I'll be candid with you, and it's because we were building a relationship, and we became more friends, and I like that, but our chemistry was starting to go down. Do you know what I did? Of course not. I'll tell you. I went back to courting her. And I know that she really cares about how she feels. She really does. And it was funny because I just went back there and I cared about how she feels. And I took her to the Korean spa. You know, she likes the Korean spa. People like Korean spa. And then I took her out to her favorite meal. And I paid attention to how she feels. And it rekindled our relationship. And thank God, we had sex again. It was close, because sex actually is pretty important in a relationship. It really is, and it really sets a barometer for how your relationship is going. And what it told me was, if I don't pay enough attention to how my wife feels, it's going to dull, and we'll become friends or business partners. But if I keep paying attention, and I keep that up, I'll have all those aspects, and of course, we're always going to be friends. And we are married, and we are in a business. But I still want to have that love for her. And I still want to have that connection with her. And I keep that in mind, and it really helps me to know she feels good to do good. And I, for myself, I do good to feel good. And when we work that out, we can have a great relationship.
Oh,